while addressing the Rajya Sabha during the constitution debate. Now, Amit Shah referred to an embarrassing episode for the Congress party when blank constitution copies were allegedly distributed in Nagpur in the lead-up to the Maharashtra Assembly elections. Now, Amit Shah called this the biggest fraud on the Constitution of India. He also took a veiled jibe at the Lok Sabha leader of opposition Rahul Gandhi for waving copies of the Constitution during his speeches, calling him a 54-year-old Yuva who roams around with the Constitution. The Home Minister then went on to remind the Congress party that under the Congress's rule, the Constitution was amended 77 times and gave some of the instances to allege that those amendments were carried out with an intention to retain power and to curtail fundamental rights of the citizens.
महाराष्ट्र में भी लहराने के अलावे बांटने गए तो एक पत्रकार के हाथ में भी आ गया, खोला तो मान्यवर पूरा कोरा था, अंदर कुछ लिखा ही नहीं था, प्रीएम्बल भी नहीं था। संविधान के नाम पर इतना बड़ा छल मेरे जीवन में तो मैंने ना देखा है ना जाना है। आर्टिकल 368 में संविधान संशोधन, इसके लिए प्रोविजन किया गया। अभी कुछ राजनेता आए हैं, 54 साल की आयु में अपने आप को युवा कहते हैं और ये घूमते रहते हैं, संविधान बदल देंगे, संविधान बदल देंगे, संविधान बदल देंगे। मैं उनको समझाना चाहता हूं कि संविधान बदलने का प्रोविजन, संविधान के प्रावधानों का बदलने का प्रोविजन अनुच्छेद 368 के अंदर संविधान में ही है। एक प्रकार से 16 साल हमने शासन किया, 16 साल में हमने 22 बार संविधान बदला, संविधान के अंदर परिवर्तन की, और कांग्रेस ने 55 साल करा और 55 साल में 77 परिवर्तन कांग्रेस ने भी किए, कांग्रेस के शासन में भी हुए। संविधान संशोधन नंबर 1 वो अभिव्यक्ति की आजादी को कर्टेल करने के लिए ही लाया गया था। दूसरे प्रधानमंत्री उसी परिवार से आते हैं, वो नागरिकों के मौलिक अधिकार को कर्टेल करने का अधिकार लेते हैं, और 39वां संविधान संशोधन अब तो इंतहाई कर दी। 10 अगस्त 1975 का वो दिन हमारे संविधान के इतिहास में बहुत, जब भी जिक्र होगा काले अक्षरों से ही इसका जिक्र करना पड़ेगा।
Now, the Congress party too was quick to hit back at the Home Minister, dismissing his statements as nothing but a bundle of lies and also accusing the Home Minister of trying to mislead people. That's what the Congress party said.
होम मिनिस्टर ने जो बात की ये सत्य से दूर झूठ है इस पर। उन्होंने एक भी बात सच नहीं कही। रोज उठ के इंदिरा गांधी जी को, नेहरू जी को, गांधी परिवार को गालियां देते, सारी बातें झूठ रखकर लोगों को गुमराह करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं।
आज उनमें ये भी साहस नहीं था कि एक आध बार ईल करके विपक्ष के सवाल का जवाब दे पाते। आज उन्होंने जो कुछ भी बोला है वहाँ झूठ का पुलिंदा था, सच्चाई से बहुत दूर था, इतिहास को झुठलाने वाला था, जिस पर विश्वास नहीं किया जा सकता।
Rishabh joining us live, a fiery speech in the parliament, Rishabh, and the Home Minister called out the hypocrisy of the Congress party, especially when it comes to their slogans with regards to the Constitution, reminded them of their history, reminded them of how they tinkered with the Constitution to stay in power. We heard the kind of response coming in from the Congress party. They've only said that, okay, this is nothing but a bundle of lies, but facts don't seem to say so. They say otherwise. How is the Congress party strategizing today to counter the Bharatiya Janata Party, especially the Home Minister's attack?
Well, if we talk about Parliament, the war of words between BJP and Congress on the issue of constitution has been very clear since the day it began the discussion in Lok Sabha. Be it Priyanka Gandhi, be it Rahul Gandhi, they attacked the BJP. From the BJP side, it was a 1 hour 50-minute address by Prime Minister attacking the Nehru Gandhi family, the first family of Congress, and ensuring that the government puts Congress on mat. In Rajya Sabha also we saw Mallikarjun Kharge, the leader of opposition and Congress president, attacking the government very correctly, saying that they do not believe in constitution. Amit Shah's fiery speech also came toward the end of the debate in Rajya Sabha, and the war of word continues. While BJP say that the Nehru Gandhi family has manipulated the constitution for their own personal good, the Congress say that BJP is only targeting Rahul Gandhi, or for that matter Nehru Gandhi family, reason that they do not have anything to showcase or substantiate their stand on Congress on constitution, or their loyalty toward constitution. Many Congress MPs, including Manikam Tagore, today has filed for an adjournment motion on the issues that were raised by Amit Shah yesterday, especially the way B.R. Ambedkar's name was used by the Home Minister on the floor of the House has not gone down well with the opposition parties, and Congress is all set to try and corner the government on that issue. So definitely, stormy session ahead. BJP and Congress, none of them ready to back out or back down from this debate, and both the sides accuse the other for subverting the constitution of India.
And the war of words continues, and a stormy session is ahead. But in conclusion to the two-day debate on constitution in Rajya Sabha, the Union Home Minister also held the Congress party accountable for allegedly undermining the very principle of reservation. What did the Home Minister say? Amit Shah said that the Congress party is in fact doing things which is in stark contradiction. One, it claims to support reservation while secretly working to extend the quota limits beyond the constitutional cap of 50%, especially for the Muslim community. He further accused the Congress party of, in fact, neglecting the interests of OBCs and prioritizing Muslim quota only and only for vote bank politics. In a strong statement, the Home Minister further added that the Constitution forbids religion-based reservation, and also vowed that the BJP will not allow such quotas as long as a single BJP leader remains in both houses of Parliament.
इन्होंने क्या किया, झूठ बोलना शुरू किया कि हम आरक्षण बढ़ा देंगे, आरक्षण बढ़ा देंगे, आरक्षण बढ़ाना चाहिए, आरक्षण 50% से ज्यादा बढ़ा। इन्होंने 50% से ज्यादा आरक्षण करने की वकालत की। मैं आज देश की जनता को कहना चाहता हूं कि देश के 2 राज्यों में धर्म पर आरक्षण अस्तित्व में है, धर्म के आधार पर आरक्षण, ये गैर संवैधानिक है माननीय। संविधान सभा की कोई भी डिबेट आरक्षण के प्रावधान करने वाले आर्टिकल की पढ़ लीजिए, इसमें स्पष्ट किया गया है कि कोई भी आरक्षण धर्म के आधार पर नहीं हो सकता, आरक्षण पिछड़ापन के आधार पर मान्यवर। मगर दोनों राज्यों में जब कांग्रेस की सरकार थी तब धर्म के आधार पर आरक्षण दिया। अब क्या हुआ है, सुप्रीम कोर्ट में रुक जाता है क्योंकि 50% की सीमा है, वो ओबीसी का कोई कल्याण नहीं चाहते हैं। 50% की सीमा बढ़ाकर मुसलमानों को आरक्षण देना चाहते हैं, माननीय, धर्म के आधार पर आरक्षण देना चाहते हैं। और मैं आज फिर से एक बार इस सदन में जिम्मेदारी तब के साथ कहता हूं, दोनों सदन में जब तक भाजपा का एक भी सदस्य है, धर्म के आधार पर आरक्षण हम नहीं होने देंगे।
And that declaration by the Home Minister when it comes to the Congress's intent with regards to quota has only escalated. The war of words is intensifying. The Congress too is sharpening its attack and is countering the BJP. Let's listen in.
Last 11 years, the 10% of creamy level reservation is bought by Central. Who are they into that? Why did they not do about OBC? Why did not they talk about SC/ST there? See, BJP always has got its way to say because they are holding the power. If they want to come for open debate, let us come from the prehistory. Since the Congress ruling is there, in which all states what we have done, in which all states what they have done, in last 11 years in central government what they have done for OBCs and SC/ST. Let's have a discussion, open challenge and open discussion on it. Are they ready to come? So they throw the question in the parliament and after that they never answer. The BJP's way is they say whatever they want to say and we have to keep on answering. For the next answer for a counter question, they never answer it. If they're ready for the debate, we can discuss at length. We are open for it.
Rishabh, the Home Minister also put razor-sharp focus on the Congress party's agenda when it comes to quota. And he accused the Congress party, like the BJP has been in elections as well, of how the Congress party wants to snatch away quota from SC, STs and OBCs. And they, for vote bank politics, want to give quota to Muslims. And they want to, in fact, give religion-based quota, which the Constitution does not allow. When it comes to this specific charge, how is the BJP denying the allegations? Beg your pardon, how is the Congress in fact denying the allegations coming in from the Home Minister?
Well, Sagarika, yes, Home Minister on the floor of the House accused Congress that the religion-based quota is something that will not be allowed by BJP, even if there is only one BJP legislature in the parliament. But having said that, Congress say that if BJP is so much saying about the religion-based quota, why are they not talking to their own alliance partners? The Telugu Desam Party has actually announced during their elections that they will provide 4% quota to minorities in the state of Andhra Pradesh, and that's the comeback from Congress, very categorically saying that what BJP is saying is our allegations. There is no fact to it. There is nothing that can substantiate these calling outs by Home Minister. But while the Home Minister is saying he should look into his own house, where TDP has actually on record promised for a 4% quota for minorities in Andhra Pradesh, and the way things have unfolded during the constitutional debate, Congress has maintained that it is compulsion, it is electoral compulsion of BJP that they are abiding by constitution.
Do stay with us, Rishabh. We have Tom Vadakkan of the BJP joining us. Mr. Vadakkan, good morning. Yesterday, the Home Minister, in a fiery speech, cornered the Congress party on multiple fronts. While the Congress party is trying to now, pile up the pressure on you on multiple other issues in the parliament, the specific charge by the Home Minister is that the Congress party wants to, give Muslim quota and they want to snatch away from, quota that's meant for OBCs, SCs and STs. But the Congress party says there's nothing that the BJP has done for SCs and OBCs. How do you respond to that allegation?
Well, the fact of the matter is they have done this already in particular states, which the public is aware of. And that is an exhibition of what they would do in other states if they come to power. Their business is to ensure that a particular community gets priority in terms of reservation, and the SC and ST section of society is the reservation is diluted.
Okay.
That's a clear-cut objective of the Congress party. And this whole business of caste census is directed towards that. So we all know that the entire exercise, who is actually diluting the Constitution, and Baba Ambedkar's concept of reservation for this section of society. So, I mean, it's very clear Congress party is trying to create a situation where they would like a particular community to come into position so that they get their vote back. That's purely politically motivated backroom operation to ensure that they come to power some way or the other.
Thank you, Mr. Vadakkan, for joining in with your view. So the war of words continues. Thank you so much, Rishabh, for joining in. So the face-off over Samvidhan between the Congress and the BJP is only escalating, with the Home Minister accusing the Congress party of, in fact, doing the biggest fraud on the Samvidhan. We'll get you more updates on that, but time now for us to take a short commercial break.